What's it up, baby? Chef K-Po through the door, here to talk this boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm Chef K-Po. Because I've been cooking with hot grease all day today. Boy, I've been cooking. Man, stop playing, bro. Heck, man, I went somewhere, man, and, you know, it was a bud buddy in there talking, you know, about Terence Crawford resume, and I cooked that boy. Left that boy speechless. You know what I mean? I even invited him. I say, bro, you can come on my YouTube channel. We can debate publicly. Nah, man. For to embarrass me on, it's not an embarrassment if you believe what you're saying. But anyway, you know, so now I gotta make this video. Why is Terence Crawford so defensive about his resume? Let's talk about it. You're viewed as pound for pound number one. ESPN got you number one. Everybody on ESPN loves you, right? From Stephen A. to Max Kellerman to everybody, right? They love Terence Crawford. Yeah, right? Then you got Ring Magazine. Damn near everybody got you as number one pound for pound in the sport of boxing, right? That's number one, okay? That's the number uno, right? 2, if you feel like you fought the better fights, why do you need to explain yourself? I don't hear your Dennis Ugas explaining his resume. I don't hear Sean Porter explaining his resume. I don't hear L. Spence explaining his resume. I don't hear Danny Garcia explaining his resume. He's 100. Nobody explain, you know. They just like, man, you know. Because they fought those fights. But even if they didn't fight those fights, they're comfortable with who they fought. They believe they fought top competition. And if Terence Crawford believes he fought competition, why are you so defensive about it? Why are you coming for people's head? I tell you why. Because Terence Crawford know he ain't fought them fights. And like I said in my last video, Terence Crawford got the Teofimo effect. What do you mean, Chef? I mean, you can't disagree with him. He got yes men around him. I see it. You can't sit there and tell Terence Crawford, hey, bro, look, man, you need to tighten up. He gonna get pissed. That's why Bomac just, you know, hey, keep doing what you're doing. We're here in the corner giving that nigga water. He don't coach him up. He don't say, Terence, man, you fucking up. He can't say that to Terence. Why? Terence gonna cut him off. Now Bomac can't get all the hot Cheetos and the Cheeto Puffs that he want. He can't get it if Terence Crawford cuts him off. But my thing is this. Like I said before, if you felt like you fought the fights, you felt like your leaps and bounds above everybody. And I'm not disagreeing with his skill set. You know what I mean? Skillfully, he looks phenomenal. Skillfully, pause. But like I say, styles make fights. See, I'm a real boxing fanatic. I can sit here and say styles make fights. I remember when Marcos McDonald beat Adrian Broner. Who's the better fighter going into that fight on paper? Right? Now, me personally, I feel like L. Spence is the better fighter on paper and in the ring. That's my opinion. But there are other people that beg to differ. They think otherwise. That's cool. I'm not condemning you for that. Right? And you see the Bud Buddies, they have adopted that mentality that Terence Crawford has. When you say something different than what he is saying, or what they're saying, oh man, you don't know nothing about no boxing. Because that's what Terence Crawford says. If you don't believe what I believe, then you don't know nothing about no boxing. It's cap. Because you're a pro boxer, but half the time you don't be making sense. This nigga sat here and said that Kell Brook was weight drained when he fought Errol Spence at 147 pounds, but then you fought Kell Brook at 147 pounds. I get it if he fought Kell Brook at 154 a catch weight or something. No, he fought Kell Brook at 147 pounds. So which means if Kell Brook was weight drained, he fought Errol Spence. Kell Brook damn sure was weight drained when he fought you. Blah. But he constantly brings these things up. I know what the Bud Buddy's gonna say. Oh man, y'all keep talking about his resume. That's because y'all are bringing it up. It don't matter who bring it up. I bring it up. Peter Piper Pizza bring it up. It don't matter. Ronald McDonald bring it up. It don't matter. If you feel like you fought them fights, there's nothing to talk about. If they came to me talking about, hey man, you ain't fought the fights. Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna whoop Errol Spence's ass. That's the meat and potatoes. That's it. I wouldn't even entertain that shit. Just like I don't entertain these niggas on this internet talking about, oh, I'm gonna be back when Errol lose, and we're gonna see. Don't hide. All right. Y'all obviously don't know who y'all dealing with, but all right. But like I just said, man, at the end of the day, if you're that guy, if you feel like, hey man, I fought those fights, I'm the best in the world, there's no need for you to talk about your resume. There's no need for you to explain anything. If you feel like you fought the fights, you feel like you did everything you needed to do as a champion at 147 pounds, there's nothing you need to say. But I'm telling you, he's obviously concerned. Just like last year when he didn't sign the fight against Errol Spence. He made a video coming out trying to explain his actions and manipulating the situation. Because that's what he is. He's a master manipulator. He know how to manipulate a situation and finagle stuff and make people think another way. He know how to do that real good. He know what to say. That's real talk. That boy Terence Crawford know exactly what to say. He know, okay, I'm going to say this. And what happens? The Bud Buddies adopt it as law, as Bible, as it's golden. Like, yeah, Terence Crawford said this. Yeah, it's golden. Yeah. No, it's not. It's cap. Do your research on what he's saying. But like I keep saying, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. Errol Spence is a great fighter. I don't give a damn about the resume stuff. At the end of the day, the fight is made. We could talk about, the only reason I talk about it because the Bud Buddies bring it up. That's that they use that as their way, as their argument to, basically say, hey, he did this to this fighter, so what you think he gonna do to Errol? Prime example, a dude tried to tell me, well, Sean Porter, listen to this. A dude in the comment section told me Sean Porter is aggressive. Errol Spence is aggressive. They fight the same way. So if Terence Crawford, he basically destroyed Sean Porter. So what is he going to do to Errol Spence? First of all, brother, you got that misconstrued. He didn't destroy Sean Porter. He was losing to Sean Porter. And his daddy stopped the fight. If you want to just get technical, because y'all like to get technical by little stuff. Sean Porter's dad stopped the fight. Okay? He stopped the fight. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. He got in there and was like, nah, I don't like what I'm seeing. It's over with. Boom. That fight could have went 12 rounds. You don't know that. Sean Porter's a very strong fighter. You don't know that. It could have went 12. Yeah, he knocked him down, but the ref didn't stop it. The ref just said, oh, man, you can't fight. Sean Porter was still competent. He still knew what was going on. It's not like he knocking people out cold. Like, yeah, he did David Evanescence like that because David Evanescence is trash. Everybody still be competent. The ref just gets in and, nah, that's enough. Sean Porter fight, you want to get technical, the dad stopped the fight. But Sean Porter and Errol Spence don't even fight the same. Sean Porter lunges in, right? Also, at times, Sean Porter can bounce And you know what I'm saying? But they fight differently. Sean Porter uses his body. So Sean Porter will lunge in, throw some punches, lunge in, muffle his work, and use his body to rough you up. Errol Spence works behind his punches. There's a difference. He's working by... See, when I start talking this boxing talk, y'all don't understand. Errol works behind his punches. So y'all don't understand, and that's why when they teach you boxing 101, they teach you to have your hands and your feet in unison. When you walking forward punching, right? Sean Porter lunges in at times. He was lunging in against Crawford. The feet work he had against Errol, he did not have against Crawford. I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, it's because, but no. Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence, if he was that Sean Porter, then not against Terence Crawford would have lost. That's just what it is. He would have lost. But not taking nothing from him, he got credit for that. But it's always excuses. It's always resumes using triangle theories. Oh, well, he did that to this dude, so what you think he gonna do to Errol? That shit don't work. You can't use a triangle theory. You can't say because he did this to that fighter. First of all, Errol Spence is not Sean Porter. Let's just get that straight. Errol Spence ain't Sean Porter. Sean Porter not Errol Spence. Terence Crawford not Mikey Garcia. Terence Crawford not Kell Brook. Although they have some similarities, right? And running from some smoke. I'll just play. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, you cannot use triangle theories. They don't work. You know what I mean? If I get in a fight with a dude on the street, let's just say this. Let's say I get in a fight with Ice Cube, right? Craig for Friday. Me and him go to war. But I break every bone in his face, right? We fight. You know? But I break every bone in his face. And then let's just say Smokey get in a fight with Craig and Smokey just quickly knocks him out. Right? That's what happened. The person still lost, regardless of what it is. You can't use triangle theory. You can't say, oh man, it don't matter. The common denominator is the person that we both fought lost. Errol Spence fought a game Sean Porter, and Sean Porter lost. Terence Crawford fought a Sean Porter and was losing on the cards, and he got a technical knockout. So like I keep saying, man, at the end of the day, there's no need for Terence Crawford to defend his resume. He fought if he felt like he fought those fights, he said, this way he contradicts himself. He says, I'm the best fighter in the world. Okay? So you're saying you're the best fighter in the world. Why do you care about what people say about your resume? You are viewed as the pound for pound best at every major platform. You got damn near everybody saying that you gonna beat Errol Spence Jr. Why care? Huh? Why even give a flip about what anybody thinks about your resume? If you fought those fights, nothing to talk about. Like I said before, if I get interviewed, if I'm Terence Crawford, they interview me, oh, people are saying you ain't fought them fights, that's their opinion. I'm going to whoop Errol Spence July 29th. Boom! That's it. I'm not finna entertain that and be like, oh, well, you know, Kell Brook was weight drained, you know, and he was rushed to fight Errol Spence, and then, you know, but he was on a 3-fight win streak when I fought him. Like, bro, nobody gives, like, people who really know boxing know what it really is, bro. Not your bud buddies, not your fans, your fanatics. You know what I'm saying? People who really love this sport of boxing, like myself, know, bro. We know the real when it comes to that. Kell Brook didn't even have his real trainer. The nigga went on Instagram and found a trainer on Instagram. Do I have to? Don't let me start talking that talk. The nigga went on Instagram, found a trainer, start training with the dude. The dude is not even, the dude don't have no fighters. That trainer. Never like coach professionally, anything. The nigga saw him on Instagram and was like, yeah, you gonna train me for my fight. Kell Brook was probably telling that nigga what we gonna do. All right, we're gonna work on this. And then, we're gonna work on this. All right, cool. Let's get on the hand patch. Come on, man. If you just want to get technical. Now, if you want to leave it alone, we can leave it alone. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, we cannot sit here and, no. We can't, you need to leave it alone, man. Chef K-Po out.